Hey everyone, Caleb with Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with a little bit of a warning and a little bit of a, it finally happened to me. And guys, I know some of you might be thinking alarm bells. Oh no, Caleb got scammed. Some buyer paid and then took the money back and he lost the book. No, that's not what happened. What happened, guys, was Caleb's quality control is lacking. He needs to fire his employee of himself. So, guys, this book that I'm mentioning for the quality control issue, so I meant to sell it for $18, which I know is lower than what I normally like. I thought this book was worth more when I got it, and I ended up doing 18, wanting to do 18 because that was undercutting the market just a little bit. So I was like, okay, yeah, $18, that should sell lickety split. And this morning I saw that this book sold. However, for some odd reason, this said book, which here's the label. I've got it all almost ready to ship out. I haven't fully packed it. I'm still gonna wrap it and do all that stuff that I normally do. But this book, guys, not too exciting of a book whatsoever. It's a newer book, so not really my specialty. But I paid $2 for it. Wanted to sell it for $18, so not a good multiple to begin with. I wasn't happy to begin with it, and somehow in the listing process, it ended up being listed for $1. Yeah, so I lost money, guys. This is the first book I've actually lost money on. I'm losing like, what, $2 off of it? So not a huge loss. It's a bummer for sure. And then you think about the eBay fees that they attach, and maybe I lost a little less than $1, maybe a little bit more than $1. More or less than $2. Not too worried about that. Hopefully the person leaves a review for me because that's a great deal for them. Because that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to make heads or tails of this being not a bad thing. But end of the day, I lost $17 worth of money. Not a huge business ending issue. If this was a huge book, I would be very worried. But end of the day, I did have it listed for $1. If it was my issue, that's my issue. It's not the buyer's issue. They got a good deal. Good for them. I'm happy for them. For myself, I'm crying inside. No, I'm not actually crying because I have plenty of other sales coming in, guys. I'm not losing my shirt over this. In fact, if I had a shirt that was $2, I'd be very excited because I can't find shirts for $2 anymore. Someone stingy like me likes spending only $2 for a shirt. But with all that said, though, guys, that sort of feeds off of a recent post that I did for you guys, like literally yesterday. So today is Wednesday for me, so this was Tuesday. I made this post about, I hate it when eBay updates their listing tool. And guys, this book I was actually listing while the listing tool did its weird update thing. And I know for a fact that I typed in $18 because I look at the book price that I'm typing in, like all the other comps, I'm looking at that when I do it. I type it into my price thing, and then I write it down on my sticky note for reference, for accounting, that sort of thing. And I wrote $18, which means I typed in $18. So I do not know what happened. I am willing to bet it was on the eBay side of things. I've heard of this sort of thing happening to a couple other sellers in the past. So that is a possibility. I don't really care at the end of the day who's to blame, because end of the day, it's a book. I'm glad to get a book out of here because it means I have a sale. Hopefully this person leaves a review, because getting $1 for a book that most people are selling for like $25+ is pretty stinking nice for them. So hopefully they're happy and leave me a review, but it's someone from California, so I doubt it. Those people don't normally leave good reviews. But with all that said and done, though, guys, I just wanted to say I've finally done it. I've had a listing issue. I need to get better quality control. I need to fire a couple employees. I need to hire a couple new ones. And end of the day, it'll still just be me. But with that said, though, guys, I just wanted to say this is a little bit of a reminder. Hey, we all make mistakes. Don't let it ruin you. I mean, you got to learn how to shake it off and keep on going. There's actually a fun little story parable, if you will, and this story, guys, is all about shaking it off and rising above. So, guys, in this story, there's a farmer and his donkey. His donkey ends up falling into a hole, and the farmer, he spends hours and hours trying to get the donkey out. He's getting ropes. He's trying to loop it around the donkey to pull the donkey out, and he can't. And eventually, he's like, okay, I can't save this animal. I don't want to shoot this animal. So I think the best thing I could do is just try to bury it. Like this farmer was thinking, I'm going to bury it alive. So he grabs a shovel and starts throwing dirt in on top of the animal. But every single time that he threw the dirt in, the donkey had it land on his back, shook it off, stomped it down, and after a little while, the donkey ended up getting to the point where the hole filled in and it was able to get out. And because of that, the donkey shook it off, rose above. And guys, that's something that we really have to do in business. Sometimes the mistake's ours, sometimes it might be eBay's, sometimes it's a mix of both, and sometimes, guys, I know I mentioned at the very beginning, oh no, Caleb got scammed. Sometimes you'll get scammed. You got to learn how to shake that off and rise above. Yeah, if you get scammed, you can always reach out to eBay and be like, hey, tell me a story here, eBay. Yeah, something's wrong. Like, you can always do that, and yeah, that can help you definitely rise above a whole lot better. But end of the day, there are some things that we just do not have control of, and I know I technically have control of this, and I can cancel the order and relist and da-da-da-da, but I'm not doing that. The person paid. I'm happy. They're happy. Whatever. And yeah, maybe I'm not as happy as I could be, but hey, a book sale's a book sale. Hopefully they give me a review. Again, it's someone from California. So Mr. Billy Bob from California, that's not his actual name. Congratulations, you got a good deal. I miss out, but end of the day, not the end of the world, you know. So with that said, though, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video was inspirational at least a little bit and reminds you guys to take a little bit more time. Don't overdo it when you're working. Guys, I was overdoing it in a big way yesterday. Have 1,000,005 things on all the different burners of my life right now, so I am tapped out. I've been tapped out for a couple of months, honestly, so just because all the stuff I have going on. But sometimes we need to just like slow it down a little bit and maybe check some things a couple more times. While I know for a fact that I typed in 18 bucks, hey, sometimes keyboards do wacky things. Maybe it backspaced instead of doing enter. I don't know. We'll see. But sometimes things just sort of happen. Sometimes you need to just slow down. Sometimes you just need to learn, hey, I did it all right. Something else messed up. Not my fault. I'm moving on. That's all that sort of stuff that happens. So I hope this was inspirational for you guys on that. I hope that it, again, reminds you guys that, hey, some things happen. Be aware for those things. Of course, when I'm listing my more expensive books, I tend to take a lot more time on those things. It's like, okay, I'm typing in $3,000. I'm making sure I got 3 zeros on there as opposed to just 1 or none. So with that said, though, guys, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you'd like, you can check out one of my other videos. You can hit subscribe, drop a like, whatever you want to do, and I'll see you then.